everyone, welcome back to Sunset Valley. So today we're actually doing a house that isn't completely ugly. I know, it's so weird. EA actually made a nice house. And in Sunset Valley, I'm as shocked as you. I think I originally gave this house an 8 or a 9. You know, it's a Victorian, so I'm gonna love it. And they actually did a pretty good job. I love like the tower at the back. Of course you can see me now, like I'm extending it because I had to make it a little bit more grand, right? But the exterior is actually in a really interesting color palette. It might not be for everyone, and it's a little bit Easter, but it's like a very pale pink, like a salmon pale pink, and like a nice minty green blue. I know I just said like 8 colors at once, but they are kind of like in between colors, and like those are kind of my favorites. Like I really love fuchsias and teals, not necessarily reds or blues, right? But yeah, I actually wanted to accentuate the style a little bit further. I remember in my original Sunset Valley review, I think this was in the first episode, maybe the second, but I noticed that like the railings on the outside, like the balustrades, like they were in like a weird brown, and the rest of the house was in such a lovely pink and green. So I just thought, like, if I ever do this, I'm gonna change that. I'm gonna like put those colors onto the balustrade as well. So I did that, and you might be wondering, like, why am I using the word balustrade all of a sudden? I kind of fell down a deligracy rabbit hole lately, and she uses that word a lot. So like now it's on my mind, and like when I was editing it, I'm like, I'm doing a balustrade, but like, I don't know, I'm just weird like that. Anyway, speaking of weird, Victorians are actually my favorite style of house to do, so I actually had a complete joy doing this one. Not all houses are fun to renovate in Sunset Valley, unfortunately, but for this, I decided just to like close off the floor plan and make it more traditional. Since it's already a Victorian shape, I figured, why is it open floor plan? So I'm just gonna box in the kitchen, box in the dining room. I think I actually grow the dining room a little bit. That's a little bit small for the dining room too, right? See, the problem is that you actually need a good size house in order to section off the rooms. Because if your rooms are too small, then your Sims are gonna get stuck everywhere, right? But this house was a pretty good size, and I thought, why not? And in fact, the bathroom ended up being a little bit too big. I remember being confused about like how I was gonna do this, because this is actually like, it's been a while since I built this house. I'm doing a few voiceovers today, and I've built like 4 or 5 houses in the last week, and I think this is like the oldest house of the 5, and I'm just kind of like looking at it now going like, what did I do with that bathroom? But I remember some things more than others, but the one thing that I really did have to change for this build was the lighting, because when you close off rooms, like it's better to have like wall lights and table lights and floor lights, just so that way you get like different angles and shadows to bounce off the walls, especially when you have kind of like a blank room. Like if your wall isn't very detailed or anything, like you just want like a little bit of extra something. Speaking of extra something, now I remember what I did. I kind of put this like little like pedestal up to the bathtub, like a platform thing, and I put these like half walls in. I stuck plants around it. Like I'm so proud of myself for that. Like usually like I rush through bathrooms, but lately I've been putting like extra care and detail. But like, you know, for a long time, like my bathrooms were literally like 2x3 toilet, sink, shower tub done. And now I'm not afraid to explore a little bit more, because like I just think like, what would I want in my own house? And playing a game like The Sims, like you kind of want to escape from like what you actually know and like what you experience. So like for me, like I want to have a nice ensuite bath with a fancy tub. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the first floor. Moving up to the second floor, like you notice like right away, like a lot of the walls are baby poo. And I know Claire Ursine's favorite color is spice brown, but it's not my favorite color. And I thought, you know what? It's my renovation, so I'm gonna do what I want. I do give her a little bit of spice brown, but since she's expecting a baby, like I love playing babies. I love having like families and stuff. I love having too many babies actually. And there was a few colorful things already in the house, so I just got inspired by those colors, and I kind of made like a little girl's room. Now I don't know if she's having a little girl, but I want her to have a little girl, so I'm gonna plan for that. I know people who do that in real life. Like, oh, we're gonna paint the bedroom blue, then it's gonna be a boy. It's like Lucky. And I know all of that is nonsense and like not real, but I still wanted a little girl's room, so I made a little girl's room, and there it is. And it's in a nice, beautiful fuchsia, you know, like one of my favorite colors. And I know a lot of the times I use pinks like this in very inappropriate ways, and I thought this is probably the most appropriate way to use it. By the way, I didn't choose this pink. EA chose this pink, because this pink was copied from the color of the desk. That bright pink desk, it used to be downstairs. I just moved it upstairs and copied the color for the baby's room. And yeah, moving into Claire's bedroom, like I actually had fun doing Claire's bedroom, because I thought, oh, she likes spice brown and fishing. Like, how am I supposed to make a room for her? Even though it wasn't my style, I had a fun time kind of like choosing like a dark greens and like little browns and stuff to try to make it look like a little bit harmonious, and try to use those EA baby poo colors without making it look like an EA room. I still wanted it to look like me. Speaking of me, look at this living room. It's got like pink walls and pink curtains and stuff. This is like right up my alley. And it's funny because I noticed now that I put like a big fish tank in the living room because she's a fisherman. See, like those are things that like I never really think to do. But now that I've been doing the renovations, I'm getting a lot better at it. And I also put like a few fish bowls around the house too, because I think that aquarium is from Supernatural. And like I said, if I'm using expansion pack stuff, I'm not gonna make it like essential to the build or anything. You might have to switch out ambitions counters once in a while because I love those, but other than that, it should be base game compatible. Okay, that really does it for this speed build. So how about we jump into first person and I'll show you everything in first person. I can't wait to see the baby's room. See you there. So here we are at our renovation of Pescadero, Claire Ursine's house. I really do like the Easter color scheme. I know it's not for everyone, but I really kept the outside pretty much the same. Like the main thing that I fixed was the roof. And I didn't really change that much. I just changed like a little bit in the front here. Like I kind of moved the post over. I just made it a little bit more balanced. And the tower, I didn't really know what to do because the octagonal roof didn't really work. So I decided just to use like a little hipped roof with some gabled ones sticking out of it. But yeah, I didn't really change too much. Like looking at it, I don't even know if I changed the roof color, to be honest. God, even the stairs are green and I kept those. Okay, let's jump into first person and see what we got. I actually really like the porch in first person. It really gets you like up close and personal with the colors. Okay, so coming into the front door, we have this like entry room. Like all my Victorian houses, I like to have the staircase like right at the entrance and a nice little entry hall that leads off to the other rooms. Let's start on the right. We'll go into the living room, which I did keep like super pink, and I definitely put like a few baby things in here. Because sometimes you end up with the baby in the living room, right? Especially in The Sims 3, because they're not stuck in their bassinets. Okay, I'll stop being bitchy towards The Sims 4. Coming into our orange dining room. I don't normally do orange dining rooms, but I thought, you know what? Let's try something new. And I think I randomized these stripe colors, and I don't normally like using blue and green together, but I think it looks all right with the orange. And of course, I put more things for the kid. Okay, let's go into the kitchen. The kitchen I turned into like a blue. Even the tile is blue and green. See, from far away, it looked like one color, but up close, it looks a little bit different. I don't think it looks better, but who knows? I think I'm gonna add a couple more appliances in here. I think I forgot, but it still has everything you need. Okay, so going into this door, we have a bathroom, which also leads out into the hallway. So this is where I did like my little like platform bathtub. I love old-fashioned style bathtubs, and I just think they look a lot nicer on a platform. And I've never used these half walls before. I never really had a reason to, and I thought, you know what? These corners are kind of awkward, and I want to fix it. And I think it worked out. Okay, so coming back out this way, I'm just gonna like swoop around, and we're gonna go up the stairs. At the top of the stairs, I kept that pink desk that she originally had in the living room. I really like this color. I just thought it was beautiful. And I think this chair is actually from the dining room set. I just brought it upstairs because she doesn't have a computer chair, and I thought that's like a little bit more realistic because the baby's coming. She has other priorities, right? Okay, so coming into this bathroom, it wasn't super big, but I decided to copy the same tile as from downstairs, and I just made like a little cute step-in shower. I wish the base game had just like, you know, like in The Sims 4, like there's that university shower with like just the two nozzles and the faucet sticking out kind of thing from the wall. I wish we had that, but I stuck a potty and stuff for good measure too, right? Okay, so coming back out this way, we're gonna go into the baby's room. So this is like a magenta bedroom of my dreams. I kept softer pinks for a lot of the store-bought stuff because I thought that might be a little bit more realistic. Like even if you painted like your bedroom like this color, oh, I copied the nightstands too, but I figured like all the stuff from the store is gonna be like that pale baby pink. And in fact, I got these pinks from the randomize button too. I've been using the randomize button a lot for things. It just helps me pick a color and move forward, right? Oh my God, look, I put the walker there too. So that's what I mean by like when I say I put store content and it's not necessary. Like if you don't have the walker, it's no big deal. You're still gonna have all the other baby stuff, right? Okay, so coming into Claire Ursine's baby poo bedroom, I kept this wall color from the original build, and it was so hard for me to do because like I'm not really into this color at all, but I thought, you know what? She likes spice brown, and nothing says spice brown quite like baby poo, right? Oh no, I missed one of the lamps. It's kind of off to the side. That's what EA does. Oh my God, I hate it. But I stuck a couple fish bowls and stuff because like I stuck the aquarium downstairs, and I figured if you don't have Supernatural, then at least you still have places to put the fish. And yeah, coming out onto the balcony in typical Rakowski style, there's pretty much nothing, but at least the chess table and stuff match out here. But I mean, like you could add like a telescope or really anything else that you needed. I just don't like too many things on balconies because it can get a little bit jarring from the street view. But yeah, that pretty much does it for Pescadero. What did you guys think? Do you like Claire Ursine? She's definitely one of my favorite Sims, and I always end up playing her a little bit because I like to name the baby. But to be honest, like after she gives birth, I kind of go back to Justine or like go play other Sims and stuff. Like I'm more attached to Justine Keaton and her baby than I am to this baby. But I like this bedroom a lot more, so maybe I'll be playing this family instead. But yeah, let me know. Do you ever play Claire Ursine, and like do you ever renovate her house? Because like honestly, like I really like the house. I just needed to decorate the inside a bit. But yeah, that pretty much does it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give this video a like, and don't forget to subscribe for some more Sims content. And coming to look at it, this house kind of looks like the opposite of Dethany. Like it has like the Dethany color scheme. Like the green is the color of Dethany's skin, and it's got some pink, but it's more of like the angelic version. Like if Dethany was good instead of evil, then I could see her living here. But you know what? It's kind of perfect for Claire Ursine. Like she kind of inherited this house, and I think that's why it's got this kind of like granny style. Like she got it from her grandmother. She has no style, but she got this house, and now she's gonna raise a baby in it. And you know what? I can't think of a better person for it. But yeah, looking around the neighborhood, we have lots of the houses renovated, so it's getting kind of excited. I guess Dethany and I will see you in the next one. Boom.